Hello, hello, and welcome everybody. JB here with JB's RCs. Thanks for stopping by. We're doing a little run-in video for you today out at Arapeka Sandhills Preserve. Gorgeous day, nice breeze. There will be a little bit of wind noise in the background. Hope that doesn't bother anybody. Sometimes I cut it out, but it just makes the video very plain without any noise, so I just left it in. Hopefully it works out well for us today. We're out with Ian's RCs. And we got the FMS Atlas 1/10 four-wheel drive RTR. Great little truck, mostly a trail truck, both of these FMSs that I have. And I have upgraded this one a little bit to make it just a touch better and much better crawler and very well balanced now. So it was quite tipsy side to side. So I did some brass extensions on there. I believe I used 12 millimeter on each side, and front and back. So that went ahead and gave it a little bit wider stance, so it's a little bit less tipsy side to side. It's quite a long wheelbase already, so front to back it was actually quite stable to begin with, so I didn't need to change any of that. Got some wheels and tires on there, of course. Some 1/9 beadlock metal Treals for the wheels, and for tires I believe I have the 1/9 Jconcepts Ruptures on this. Running stock foams, very good tire. We all know Jconcepts is my go-to, so any one of their tread patterns honestly I've tried is pretty awesome. Their rubber is just super sticky and soft, and actually wears very well as well. Other than that, we added some full metal oil-filled shocks on there and took those friction shocks off. Still doesn't have a ton of articulation because it only runs like 70 or 75 millimeter shocks on it. And I just went through the other day and I was actually trying to figure out if I could put a longer shock on there with some shock extenders, but these things are really, I mean, I love the look of the truck and it's fun, but when you start working on these, FMS does some weird stuff. I mean, there's Phillips head and hex head screws, and there was double-sided tape holding the front bumper on. I mean, partially, there was a couple screws too, the rear bumper, double-sided tape holding the rear bumper on with a couple screws. I don't know what that's all about. So just a weird, I know they threw this together because this was the chassis that was on the Michigan that they got in a little trouble for and couldn't sell for a while. I'm sure they were just trying to get rid of these chassis before they could sell the Michigan again. So they just probably threw something together that they could get rid of. But still, they could have done a lot better of a job, I'm not going to lie. Definitely still want to change the steering servo on this. The truck is still quite light. The Michigan is not, and it needs a better servo for sure. This one's very light compared to that, so noisy servo, but it still works under load, no problem. But I will be changing it because it's so noisy. And I did change the ESC, of course, to the Hobbywing 1080, just because I gotta have it. The stock ESC wasn't cutting it for me with the motor. And we'll probably eventually change the motor in this too. So, other than that, hope you enjoy the rest of the video. It's just about over, and we'll see you guys next time. All right, get out there and have some fun.